This is what I'm starting with. 1994 Chevy OBS, whatever you want to call it, Chevy truck. Already lowered, put a toolbox in the back. It's my work truck. Gonna start with the interior because it's a work truck. Has that work interior. Started life as a Nevada Power truck. Kind of cool. Bought it from an old employee, actually the father of an old employee of Nevada Power, who bought it when they sold it first. I lowered it. I have rims, but I took them off. 20s in the front, 22s in the back, bond speed, staggered. So I'll be working on this. Got a cover, bed cover that needs work, but gonna be playing around with this. Gonna be fun. Stay tuned. Okay, this is disgusting. Got the seat out. Yeah. The sticky ickiness stuck harder than the bolts did. Look, it actually ripped the whole thing up over there. It was so stuck. So now I'm taking these things out. Next step, these things, this one there, that's an old CB. There was a CB radio, and the hole for the antenna was covered by my Sears satellite antenna. Yeah, that's a terrible job. That was supposed to dry clear. I think this thing's actually broken now. Oh yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's a Sears satellite antenna. I got 2 or 3 of them, but I don't need them anymore because I got it on my phone. It's an app. Cup holders, always important option. Stereo, that's broken. I need to replace that. Aftermarket steering wheel, 180,000 miles. I bought it when I had 130. Long story behind that. I'm gonna do interior. Need a headliner. Need a light. And possibly speakers. I'm not much for a stereo guy, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's basic. Crank windows. Need door panel arm rests. Both sides. Speaker covers. Not bad. Cruises. 4.3. Cruise is nice. Don't know if I showed you. The wheels are back there. Staggered 22s, 20s. Quasar, I think they're called Quasar. I'll look. Bond speeds. They look really good. I'll put a picture in showing with them on. Originally for my 75 Blazer, 2-wheel drive. That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. Toolbox. Cruiser, like I said. Cruiser. Got a carpet kit and sound deadener. Had this sitting in the sun. Well, it was in the sun until the shade came over. Then got that sound deadener, got the reflective insulation, and the carpet kit. That's what takes over the house when you're a bachelor. Truck parts. Oh, and a poker table. Yeah. New seats, new to me seats. That's gonna go in. Working from my garage for now. So I watched a lot, like 100 videos on what goes first, the chicken or the egg, or no, the insulation or the mat. Now, I found one video with the 3-part kit, and he put the insulation first and then the mat. Okay, but everything else, like when you have the sticky mat, you peel and stick that first, and you put the insulation on top. But this guy put the insulation, and I don't know what's supposed to go first. I'm going to put the mat first, and I'm just going to tape it in place. I'm not going to, it said spray adhesive, it said all this other stuff, but I'm just going to tape it. So some people just tape it. I'm going to tape it, that way if it's wrong, I could always switch it. But the bottom line is it's It's 2 insulations, 2 sound deadeners. It's going to be 20 times better than it was. They say lay it out in the sun and when it's hot, and then it'll flatten everything out. This has been out for like 4 or 5 days in my living room. And what I did before I went to the hardware store for the 3rd time today is I put my heater up to 80. Hopefully that makes things easier to apply this. So I went and I put silicone in the holes. So I'm going to throw that in there, get everything out of the way, wait for it to dry, put this in there, tape it in place with some Gorilla Tape, and then we'll go from there. Here you go. A few moments and 4 or 5 dry heaves later, got it all pulled out. Something really wet over here. I don't know what it is. It's soaking wet. It's all disgusting. Maybe the condenser or something, but it's all wet. I don't know. It's pretty gross, but I'll figure that out. Yeah, pretty disgusting in here. The gooey stuff right here, it's all wet. Mud. But that side's dry. That was where there was a hole in the thing for my foot rubbing. But it's all out, it's clean. Got some wires to cut. Figure out what they are, speakers. I think that was from the CB, like I said earlier. I don't know, maybe I'll use the power wires for a amp or something. I don't know. Alright. On to the next one. Okay, for a quick update, this is where I'm at. Mark the holes. It's not a direct bolt in like I thought. I had to remove a bracket. The back seat, I'll show you. There's my the front mount sting. Front mount thing. For these, so this is the 40 side, passenger. I hooked everything up, it works. Used the Makita battery to test the power seats. So had to remove that. All this works, like I said, using the Makita battery. But the unfortunate event is I broke. That's okay, we'll figure it out. There's the damage. Epic discovery. Don't buy seats at nighttime, because in the picture that looked gray. When I picked it up at nighttime, it looked gray. But when I put it in a gray truck with this gray interior, it looked brown next to the seat belts. So, lesson learned. Don't buy a seat at night. Used. Alright, I'm gonna vacuum this up. Good news. Dude, every time I move something, I find at least 12 cents. I move stuff like 20 times, so I don't know, do the math. Help me figure it out. Got a pocket full of change, though. Makita battery powered. Bagging out on you. I don't know, I think that's the Lombard. But anyway, works. Okay, so I got the inserts drilled in, popped them in. Didn't get the 4th one because there's no mount. I had to drill it out. And I'm a little worried, but hey, it is what it is. You got the big ones over there, the stock ones. Got these for mounting. Got my trusty little Harbor Freight rivet insert thing. Use the biggest ones, 1/4 inch. These are going to be the temporary bolts just to put the carpet in, and I'm going to go get some from the hardware store. I want a hex head, but they're 1/4 inch. Just use the biggest ones that came with the kit. Ask me about my Harbor Freight tools. I'll give you my opinion. Whatever gets you out there and gets the job going. Just an opinion. Okay, got it all vacuumed out. This thing is nasty. I pulled this chute for the wires. This is nasty. Underneath the chute. Both sides, actually. Over there. Side was nasty too, but this was disgusting. Guys, if you're doing this, make sure you take the time and get in here. I got my little Harbor Freight scrub brush, and my housing vacuum. I don't know, you can see it over there. Vacuum, little house vacuum, and I had the extension out there sucking. Wait, it's over there. There it is, yeah. And I had the extension out there sucking, and I was just with the little scrub brush, and I was getting all this was nasty. All this was nasty back in the corner. This is going to be a little bit more than I thought. It's the CB radio, but it's got all the power running. These wires were These wires were coming through here. They just end. This one doesn't end. It's connected to something. So I got to find out what that is. I don't want to cut any power because I need to use power for the seats. I need to run some power for, I think I'm going to put an amp back here. I don't know if I want stereo or not. Maybe a little something. I don't know. Save that for the boat, I guess. But like all these wires go to stuff, and I got to find out what it is. And I'm pretty sure it's just this, which stops here. I don't know. I guess there was more to this CB radio, but yeah, it's all cleaned up. I'm gonna go to Home Depot. I got to figure out, like, this can be moved. I don't need that anymore. I can reach under and feel that there's nothing. There's nothing on it. There's one here, one there, this one. So take that out. I think I'm gonna paint, because this is where it gets to, and I think if this was a California truck, that would already be rusted. It spent 5 years in California, but I think if it would have spent any more, this would be more rusted. There's little bubbles over here. I scrubbed them. So there's primer showing, some metal showing, definitely metal showing here where it rubbed through, where the feet, the heels were hitting. But that's basic. Stereo doesn't work anymore, but I do like a little beat. Nothing to make the trunk rattle, but this is gonna work. This is gonna work good. All for $12.99 at Harbor Freight. Yeah, goodbye. So yeah, that's the update. Tuck all this stuff in. Just gonna tuck it in, and then oh, I'm gonna clean this mug up too. I took this apart already. This is all plastic. That's getting painted. This is aluminum. That's getting polished. It'll get cleaned up later. But yeah, I'll put some screws in here. Put the insulation, then the sound deadener, then the carpet kit. I think that's the order it goes in. I'll Google tube it and figure it out. But yeah, I need to clean all this up. Don't need all this. All right, to be continued. So this is the bracket that I took off of here. It went on there, but it just got in the way. But I did want that fourth mounting point. But oh well, figure it out. Hopefully this is strong enough.